Joyful Reflections channel. If you're new here, my name is Joy, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for stopping by. It's been really quite so long since I have done a sit down and talk video, but in these days I feel like I'm going to lean into sit down and talk videos more rather than doing the vlogging, and I really feel like this is maybe the moment that I realign my channel. And I promise you, in today's video it's going to be a little bit shorter than my usual videos about vlogging and so forth. So guys, as you have seen in the title of this video, I recently celebrated my birthday on 19th of March, and I really took a moment to reflect on my life, and I'm going to really read some of the few messages that I've received from the people in my personal life and also in my professional life. I will read like 3 messages and I will reflect on them. I hope you can be inspired by 1 or 2 things, so we can learn together and reflect together. So let me read for you the first message. The first message said, "When you came into my life, you brought a big sister vibe. You showed me love, kindness, and how to pay it forward without expecting anything in return. You embody peace, love, kindness, order, and class." So reading this message reminded me of how powerful some of the simple acts can really impact people's lives without you even knowing. You might not realize how influential you can be into someone else's life by just simply doing small things without even expecting something in return. So thank you, dear sender, for really reaching out and for the beautiful message you've sent me. It has really made my day and it made my birthday very special. I thank you very much for your thoughtful message. This next one is from my colleague at work, so I'm going to also read it for you and we can also reflect on it later. "You are far more than an exceptional HR. You embody compassion, humanity, and genuine care in all that you do. Your impact goes beyond the workplace, touching lives in meaningful ways." So this message really helped me think about all the things that I've been really doing that are very simple. Sometimes they could be about good morning, how have you been doing, how are you doing at work, is there anything I can do to help, or even appreciating what they are good at, giving genuine and honest feedback. That has really touched me because all I have been doing was just to tell her that she's very best at what she does. She's very wise, brilliant, and reading this has really reminded me of how simple acts such as guidance, care, genuine care, and connection, sometimes trust and guidance can help somebody see life differently. So I really thank you very much, dear sender, for all these beautiful and kind messages that you've sent. You also are my role model because all the nice things I see in you and all the positive traits that I see in you always inspire me. And trust me, I am always motivated by the way she does things. While in this world, we all have areas of growth and areas in which we really excel at. So I think that having tried to live my values and tried to be who I am have really impacted the colleagues that I work with, and they went on and appreciated my presence in their lives. So, and also explore those areas where you are great at, where you have been constantly receiving feedback, positive feedback about what you do good, and to continue excel in that. I believe that by reflecting on what we are good at, we can also explore areas that need more strength and more growth. And by doing that, we can really be making impacts in daily lives. So I call upon to you to think about something that you really are good at doing, to keep on doing it. And even if you think it's not really making impact, trust me, there's somebody out there who is being inspired by what you do. Also, if there is something that you think you're struggling at, I think this is the right time for you to also try to really put into some effort, some work, so that you can improve at that particular area. Here goes another one from my colleague, and he said, "Happy birthday to the one and only person in the office who knows exactly how many vacation days I've left." He's a bit serious and hilarious at the same time. He went on and said, "Dear Joe, thanks for being the friendly face of HR, making people feel comfortable even when you are technically lecturing them on policies. Happy birthday." So all these messages really reflected who I am as a person, as an individual, because in the past I've taken some time to be more self-aware. I am already aware of my weaknesses, and I'm also aware of my strength. And if you remember, in one of my previous videos, I talked about the DISC framework, which is more about dominant, influential, conscious, stable. And those are the type of personalities that you can explore into, know who you are. If you're very dominant, if you're too direct, if you're very stable at what you do, if you like checking facts, or if you like to be more people oriented or task oriented, you can learn and realize who you are. And I have also taken some time to reflect on my core values, what make me show up the way I show up, what make me live the way I live, how I relate with others, and so forth. So this person really talked about how I can be technically be lecturing you, but with grace and empathy. So in what I do, I try to remain more firm, positive, and polite and professional, because at the end of the day, even if we're at work, I'm always interacting with a human being, with a colleague who is a brother, a sister, who is a parent, who is a spouse to somebody, and who at the same time is trying to really make a living out of that workplace. I believe that what we always do have some influence on people's life. So good people, let's always be intentional about what we do. And please, if you haven't taken a moment to do a self-assessment about who you are and be self-aware, I think I call upon you today to dig into it, because it will really tell you who you are and why you show up the way you show up. My reflections about these messages is that sometimes you can be kind and still be firm. You can be polite, respectful, and still be compliant if you're in a workplace. And also, I just want to tell you that everything that you do, there is always somebody who is always watching you. So you might be discouraging them or encouraging them. So remember to be authentic and be graceful. And remember that every time that you interact with somebody, you are interacting with a human being. And remember that what you want to be done to you, you should also be doing it to the other people.